It's nearly 230 years since the change, since the English first landed at Sydney Cove. Some think our history began 230 years ago. Others know a lot better. But there's still a paternalism in Australia. Things are better not talked about. Things are better not said. The history of this country is hidden under a veneer. It's a history of chains, of limits. Those chains and limits still exist.
When we think about our culture and think about the thousands of years that we've been here prior to European settlement, I like to remind people that their imprints are deeply embedded in the land. These imprints, when they walked the land thousands of years ago, as the first people, first custodians, they were here since time immemorial. Everything we ever needed came from the land. I look back there and think of 228 years ago when people came to this country that we all call Australia our home now. They arrived here on the shores, and if we think of what the culture was in those days, all their brass buttons and red coats and all the stuff that they wore, and here they come to this country, pull into the shores, they don't see any houses, no prisons, no jails, no fences. This, what to them was nothingness, and thus begin the timeline travel of colonisation of this country.
Well, when Cook was sailing up the east coast of Australia, he was well aware that there are Aboriginal people here. He called them Indians they all call them Indians. That was the common name that they used for Indigenous people, Indian.
Many years ago, I'm figuring, in the late 18th century, the local stockmen actually rounded up the native people of the area and herded them towards the edge and then actually pushed them over that cliff. And I think other people who have spoken to me about Mile Creek massacre, they've gone there and they have felt it.
Why is January 26th Australia Day? Why the flag? Why no Charter of Rights, freedoms? This is a country of many myths, events, and lots of history. This history is our Australia.